economy.
Right.
We're ready to fight back against the radical Democrats, especially in the metro.
Yeah, they shut this border and opened the one down south. So what am I missing here?
Yeah, exactly. No, we've been across the district. We've been to the Iron Range over in Ely, and the biggest thing that they are telling us is we've got twin metals right in our backyard. They've said they're going to comply with every environmental standard. They're more than willing to talk with the public, with whoever really, and educate them on why their operation is going to be safe. 750 full-time jobs, 1,500 runoff jobs. That's what can keep a community like Ely, could keep a community like ours, to survive over the next couple decades. I hope for that economic growth in this state. We got to fight the Walls agenda, which is solely catered to the metro interest. And I hope to see you in the Senate to help work with the president to continue the economic prosperity, to continue the judges who are not going to implement whatever they want and instead abide by the Constitution. So thank you for the work you're doing, and I hope Republicans up and down the ballot have success this November.
Same to you. I mean, you couldn't be more right. I think the one figure I saw was when you take all direct and indirect jobs, it wasn't just 750, it was almost 5,900 or something when you take a look at all the economic activity. But whatever the number is, the bottom line is this would be the greatest renaissance on the range since taconite. People forget, we built the World War II machinery right here in Minnesota. We saved our country. And then the high yield ore kind of dissipated, so we had to get the low yield stuff, which was harder. Then we discovered taconite, which enabled us to do that. So we had a little renaissance then. Now that's wearing out. Now we've got copper, nickel, platinum, titanium. And what's so, as you know, what's so crazy about it is this is all the green stuff that goes in lithium batteries, electric cars, your laptop. You would think the greenies would be going, oh, this is great. And they say, no, learn to code. You're not gonna have anything to code. It doesn't make any sense. And I do think that's going to be a huge issue with you and in our. And by the way, my opponent Tina Smith slipped in language in an interior appropriations bill to block twin metals and polymet, and to make certain that the Forest Service, not just the Interior, but the Forest Service would have to sign off on this. They put an impediment up, and you've got people. Here's how troubling it is. You've got people down in the metro that think this thing is actually in the park. It is not. If you say you can't put a mine in a watershed, you will close every mine on the range, which is probably their goal. So this is a radical movement that is a near and dear danger to Minnesotans, and I know that's your point. They're not buying.
Yep. And we spoke with the people who work at Twin Metals. I mean, these people live in Ely. They fish on the boundary waters. Some of them live on the boundary waters. And he had a great line that he told us. He said, environmentalists do not oppose this project, opponents oppose this project.
Yeah, right. Well, you go back to 1964 Boundary Waters Canoe Act. Humphrey and company all said it's going to be dual use. We're going to allow people to use recreation, but we will never stop mining or jobs on the range.
Yep.
And that's how far the party's come.
It's been great. You know, we sit back and we